Hi Craig, thanks for joining us on Ponte TV. That could have been a wholly different game after less than 40 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I thought we started quite bright. I think it's obviously a difficult game against Runcorn. We went to their place a couple of weeks back, six weeks or so ago, and played out a difficult draw. And pretty much, I think the teams have matched each other equally here. One header from, like saying, really early on has obviously separated the sides. We've had to dig in at spells, but that's what you have to do in these leagues. If you want to win the leagues, if you want to finish where you want to finish, then you have to start competing and make sure you dig results out. We've had to do that towards the end, but yeah, I think in the end we were deserving of 3 points.
It was a good game. I think the first half, for me, the referee did quite well. I think he controlled the game all right. I think second half, for me, there was a couple of decisions, big decisions. I didn't see the angle for the yellow card for the Runcorn player who got done for diving. I'm not too sure if that was a dive or not. I couldn't see it. And then I think the keeper probably should have had a red card from the angle I saw. I saw hands into faces. I don't know what did you see a different angles or?
No, I mean obviously we're at the other side of the pitch, so we're at the other side from the one that he's adjudged to be a dive. There, Ben's were convinced it were a pen, but again they're 60 yards away from it, the same as we are. We're also at the other end from the one where the keeper could be sent off. Again, it's a long way away from us. Our players are telling us that the keeper should have been sent off at the end. They're also telling us it's a dive. Maybe that's just a bit of bias, but yeah, I think overall he controlled it well in the first half. Maybe teams putting a little bit of pressure on both sides, putting a little bit of pressure on second half. He started to make one or two more decisions, and obviously we were growing frustrated with that. But yeah, the referees, listen, they're only human. They'll make mistakes, and we have to make sure that we just focus on what we can do better.
We welcomed your captain back into the team today. I spoke to Jimmy, and me and Craig Parry spoke about Jimmy, and Jimmy said to me he was going to knock on the manager's door this week, and so I've obviously knocked on the right door, and he's got the right answer.
Yeah, he's obviously gone and spoke to Paz. Maybe obviously I've been away, but Jimmy's a big player for us. He knows what he's got to do to be in our side. He's been with us 3 or 4 years now. He's club captain. You see out there today, he's put his body on the line. He's throwing himself into stuff, picking second balls up, competing, shouting, pulling people around. He's vital to what we do, and obviously when he's playing, we're a better side. There's no doubt about it. If Jimmy's in form and Jimmy's fit, we want him inside.
He picked up a yellow card, and I think on another day he could have picked up a 40-yard goal as well. It just went flying over the top.
Yeah, I mean, from where we were, it looked like he missed by a mile. I think he's getting a bit ambitious from playoff final last year. He's obviously had a strike from distance, but listen, he fancies himself. He gets in front of goal, he has a go, and he's a player with confidence. There's nothing wrong with that, and we want him to continue playing that way.
Your front three, I think, did particularly well today. They were Runcorn a very strict team in defence. I think it was a tough game for the front three, but you know they came through it, and I think they did well.
Yeah, so I think sometimes we get a lot of plaudits for being a little bit free flowing and scoring a lot of goals, and for obviously where we've come from in 2 promotions in 3 in a playoff final, we get a lot of plaudits for what the forwards do. I think today they've had to do the other side of it. They've had to work hard, dig in, put pressure on their back four, and make sure they don't get out easy. And every one of them forwards today comes away with massive credit for doing that side of the game. Sometimes you've got to win ugly. I think today in the second half, that's exactly what we've had to do. We should have probably been further in front at half time. We've had to dig in the second half as they've attacked, obviously down the slope a little bit. But yeah, I mean, all 3 of them were pleased for their input today.
Craig said after the Pickering game that the team need to just a bit more. What's the word? Maybe a little bit more strict in the defend from the front. I think today something's obviously worked from training this week because it was a 1-0 win.
Yeah, I think the last 3 games, we touched on it before, and the last 3 games we've conceded really early in every game and probably give teams a goal start. And at this level, if you give teams a goal start, you have to show fight and determination to get back into games. Luckily, we've done that and we've managed to get back into the games. But if you continue to do that at some point, obviously you're not going to work your way back into a game. Today we asked them to work harder out of possession, make sure we're more solid as a unit. Today, obviously you can see the results. That's exactly what's happened. We've managed to dig out a clean sheet, which is good for Seb, good for the back four. But I think everybody deserves credit for that. The work from the front three contribute to that. The midfield pair work also contribute to that. The back four, the keeper. And listen, sometimes them results are equally as pleasing as the ones where you go and beat teams 4 or 5. we come away from that knowing that's a tough game, and we've picked 3 points up, so we're happy.
I think when you look at it, you ask someone at the beginning of the season, you want to win your home games and draw away games. Well, 4 points against Runcorn. If you did that against everyone from now to the end of the season, you're in a very, very good position.
Yeah, exactly. I think you look at some of the results, you only have to start looking now, and I think teams are going on the road and dropping points here and there, and dropping 2 points, dropping 3 points, and obviously what you've got to do if that happens is you've got to make sure your own form's key and you come home, and I think that's 4 games at home now, 4 wins with only 1 goal conceded, and I think that goal's an individual error from us that we can cut out. Yeah, we're pleased with our own form. Hopefully that can continue. If we do that, we've said to the lads, if you continue winning at home, you'll be in the mix, and we'll make sure we're at the end of the season we're at the right end of the table.
A couple of interesting games this week. We've got Glassouten on Tuesday night in the County Cup, and then on Saturday Glossop in the Trophy. Little bit of a break from league action.
Yeah, sometimes it's nice. It's a welcome break and a welcome challenge. Obviously we've got, like I say, we've got a local derby on Tuesday, Glassouten in the County Cup. We'll make a few changes, give people game time who need game time, and make sure that obviously them players stay sharp. And obviously in Glossop, the FA Trophy, similar to the FA Cup, it's a competition you want to progress in. We'll make sure that we approach both games as professional as we can be, and hopefully we'll look for 2 wins in both competitions.
And the game after that is Widnes away, and now that must be it's going to be a special game for everyone with the size of the stadium and the pitch quality. I think that that'll be a really, really exciting away day for everyone.
Yeah, someone just in there just told me I think it holds 14,000 or something, and it's on an artificial surface. I think when you play on a grass surface, you have to make sure you're prepared to go and play on artificial surfaces if you come across them games, so it'll be a different experience playing on that surface. We'll go there and look to force a result. Obviously if we go there and play as well as we can, we're confident that we can go and beat any side in the league, and we'll go there, approach it as we do every game, look to get on the front foot. If we do that, then we're confident we can go there and force a result.
That's great. I'll see you on Tuesday night.
Thank you.